Hello my South Korean dreamers, welcome back to the Daddy Cliff channel. Today we will look at how to go about filling out the Global Korea Scholarship undergraduate application form. First, we will begin by looking at how we can go about getting the various forms. What you need to do is go to Google and then type study in Korea. When you click on study in Korea, it will take you to this page where you would find study in Korea, the first one. It ends with .go.k. Click on it and then make sure you go down and then look for GKS. Once you find GKS, next thing is you need to look for this 2024 Global Korea Scholarship for Undergraduate Degree Government Invited Foreign Undergraduate Scholarship Recruitment Guidelines. So when you click on that one, it will take you to this page where you have a lot of information about the Global Korea Scholarship, about embassy track, university track, regional university, associate degree, UIC, the number of scorers that they will be inviting. So go down and then you would find these forms. The first one is the application guideline. We will make a video where we'll talk about the application guideline after this video. And then the next one is also the application guideline, but in Korean language. Remember, this one is in English. And then you have the Global Korea application form. And then next one is the Global Korea Scholarship Undergraduate application form. This is the form that we'll be working with. And then you have frequently asked questions. Like if you want to know questions that students usually have problems about that they have been answered by the Global Korea Scholarship group. And then there is also a university information document. This one is in zip form. The next one is the Global Korea Scholarship Undergraduate Promotion Poster. One student has a problem on how to go about unzipping files. So we'll take this one that is in the zip form so that you can get to know the universities and the majors that are offered. So we will click on this. It will download the file before we begin with the uploading. There are two ways to unzip a file. If you are using your computer, it's easy, especially if you have an operating system like Windows. If we click here, it will take us to the document. This is the document. You have two files, but they have been zipped because it's a big file. It has been compressed. For Windows, some Windows, if you just click on it like this, it will open and then you would find this folder and then you can go ahead and then you would find the files. But in case it doesn't work, what you need to do is go to Google and then look for WinRAR and then download WinRAR. Download the 64-bit and then we can install. Feel free to skip this section please. And then we can click on OK. Once we have WinRAR installed, the document will transform to this format with red, blue, and green. Let's delete this one. So you can go ahead now and then I would advise that you create a new folder and then drop this one inside and then go inside, unzip. I'm saying so because there are many files here. You come here, what you need to do is right click on the document, the zip file, and then select extract here. It will extract the folder. You can then go ahead and delete this one, or you can just leave it there and then go now to this folder, click there, and then you'll find the different universities. So you can go inside and then look at the different universities. So this one is university information. If we go back and look at, because we had two folders, this is the second folder. We can create folder 2 and then drop this one inside and then go there, go inside and then extract this one. These are important documents that you need for your application. You will find some information here that you can open and then read. Now let's go back to filling the application form. How do we go about getting the application form? So on this same Study in Korea website, there is an application form here. If you click on it, it is a document that is in Word. It is also under the download section. You can just go ahead and then open it. Click double. You must make sure you have Microsoft Word. Now let's go ahead and fill out the 2024 Global Korea Scholarship Undergraduate Degree Application form. So the first document is the application checklist. It is important to note that there are two tracks, embassy track and university track. Embassy track simply means you deposit your application documents at your local embassy in your home country, while university track simply means you would have to post your document to your intended university in South Korea. You have to use this check tick to fill out the application form, and especially to check out the application checklist. So you can simply go here and copy it and then go here and paste. If you paste, you will notice that the box, it didn't check inside the box, so you can go ahead and delete the box, no problem. Another option is that you can either decide not to use the tick sign and then go to insert and then symbols and then go down to more symbols and then make sure you are on windings and then go down and then you find this one. You can take this one, it already has a tick mark inside a box, or you can use this one, but we'll go with this one. So we'll select it and then take insert and then close. It will now be here. You can go ahead now and copy this one. You can copy it and then you would use it to fill out every other area that requires the tick mark, like the application checklist down here. So next thing that you need to do is name of institution receiving application. Go ahead and leave it blank. So leave it blank. Next thing is name of applicant, Songmyung. You need to write your family, given and middle name. So let's say your family name is Do, and then your given name is John, and then your middle name is Williams. Don't worry about positioning of names if you cannot figure out this. As long as you provide other documents that have your name, it's okay. Do not worry too much about that. Next thing is country of citizenship. This time around we will use Nigeria. And then for this application form, I noticed that they have but an image here, which means it will be difficult for you to place the tick mark on this check. But it is important to know that you would have to print out the document after filling out all of the forms. You can then use a pen to place a check or a tick mark on the areas that have been said required. Know that when they say required, it means you must provide all of them. Next thing is go down. So this is the Global Korea Scholarship application form. Like I said, there are two tracks. You have to decide if you are applying for embassy or university track. I'll just go ahead and delete that one and then place it in front because we are using embassy track for this example. If you are applying for university track, then you would have to delete it here and then university track. So since we are not applying for university track, we will leave it the way it was. Next thing is type of application. Is it embassy track, general, overseas, Korean, university track, UIC, or regional university associate degree? So you have to decide. Here we'll go with embassy track, general, Ilban. Delete that one and then put it there. Next thing is degree program to apply. Jiwon Hagi Kajon. Is it a bachelor's degree Haksa or is it an associate degree? Jomun Haksa. It's a bachelor's degree Haksa. Next one is desired field of study. You have to decide, are you applying for liberal arts, arts and sports, engineering, social science, education? Let's go with natural sciences. Next thing is number 5, information of the applicant, Jiwonja Jongbo. So you have to write family, given and middle name. The family name is Do. Given name is Williams. And then middle name is John. Make sure they are not italicized. Alright. Next thing is you have to make sure you put a picture here. You have to look for some glue and then glue your photo here. Alright, next thing is your date of birth. They have given an example here. So it begins with the year, month and day. So you have to delete that one, 2005-03. Then you have to select your gender, male or female. You can decide. If you're a male, select male. If you're a female, select female. Put the check mark on it. Next one is country of citizenship. You have to write your country of citizenship. Here we are using Nigeria. And then, do you have a Korean citizenship? Simply take no. Place a tick mark on it. And then applicant's parent. Are they Koreans? Because it says if any one of your parents has Korean citizenship, check yes. So none of them has it. Delete and then put check mark on it, the tick mark on it. Now next thing is you need to write your country address. Make sure you write your country address. You have to write your address here. For example, here, and then you basically have to write the address. I cannot put the address here because of YouTube policy. So you make sure you fill out the address there. Complete address in your home country. Next thing is phone number. it has to begin with plus maybe 2, 3, 4. I cannot equally put the full phone number there because of YouTube policy. I got my video deleted because of that. Next one is email. You got to write the email. N dot maybe do complete it. I cannot equally complete it because of YouTube policy. So once that is done, you need to go to the next, which is language ability. If you have topic, you have to indicate that you have topic, and the level, is it level 1 to 6? That's from level 1 to 6. You have to select 1. If you have, let's say, topic level 2, you have to select level 2. Delete that one and place the tick mark there, and then you have to equally write test held, test date. It is important that you follow this example. They've said e.g. on your topic test score, you would find this information there. So it will be either, first you have to delete that one, and then make sure you have the black color, automatic, and then make sure you write 80th, and then maybe the date. It was taken probably in 2023, number 02 month, and then maybe number 11 day. You write it like that. Remember that you would provide a proof. You provide a document to prove that you have topic test score. Next one is English proficiency test score. So you would have to indicate the type of test score that you have here. Is it TOEFL or is it IELTS? If you have IELTS, you would have to place a tick mark on IELTS. If you don't have, leave it. If you don't have any of the language test scores, it's okay to leave it. So if you don't have topic, leave it. Do not fill out the information here. If you don't have English proficiency, leave it. Do not fill out the information. Skip it and then go to the next. Now the next one is level of education. You'd have to fill out your high school education here. The first one is your high school name or Hakkyomyeong. Here we'll write Enugu Local Government School. Location Enugu. Period of attendance here. You can write from 2021 2023, and then open brackets, write 9th grade to 11th grade, or in case it is from 10th grade to 12th grade, you can write it that way. So it all depends on you. Depends on how your high school system is structured. It's very important. Next thing is date of graduation. When did you graduate? It has to be year, month, day. So we would say 2023 07 23. That's the day. So you just graduated. Or in case you are still to graduate, then you have to indicate the date that you will graduate. If you've not yet graduated, here you would have to indicate when you will graduate. Maybe you would graduate this year, so you can write 2023, maybe number 11 month, and then maybe number 24 day. You write it like that. In that case, you would not have to fill out this place. You have to leave this blank. Next one is associate degree, required for applicants who have associate degree. In case you already completed high school and then obtained an associate degree, you would have to fill out the information here on associate degree. But if you've not yet had an associate degree, then you have to leave this area blank without filling it. Next one is, have you ever earned a bachelor's degree in the past? If it's yes, say yes. If it's no, say no. But in case you've already had a bachelor's degree, if you indicate with yes, know that you are disqualified for this scholarship. It's very important that you take note of that. Normally this scholarship is for those who've not yet had a bachelor's degree, which means if you really want to study in South Korea, make sure you don't indicate that you already have a bachelor's degree. Just apply without indicating that you have a bachelor's degree, but make sure you are still within the age limit. Now number 8 is information on academic transcript rate, Sonjok Jongbo. So here it says cumulative GPA of previous program. The first one is CGPA as indicated on your original transcript. It is very important. For example, this is a CGPA that is on the scale of 20. So this person has 18.3. Some people have a CGPA that is on a scale of maybe 10. Some people have their own CGPA. It is on a scale of maybe 100. So somebody might have 83 on a scale of 100. You would have to write it like that. But in case you have a CGPA that is maybe on a scale of 10, and maybe you have 8 on 10, or maybe you have 18.1 on 20, you have to write it the way it is in your transcript. Go ahead and write 83 here. Down here is for converted CGPA. Make sure there is a table. There is this table, the Appendix A GPA conversion table. So you have a scale of 4.0, 4.3 scale, 4.5 scale, 5.0 scale, and 100 point. So this is it. If you've converted it in any of this format, 4.0, 4.3, 4.5, 5.0, or 100 scale. For example, here you have example 4.15 on a scale of 5. Let's say your CGPA, the original CGPA is 83, as it is here. You would have to go to this table and look for 83. This is 83. And then let's say you decided to use maybe 4.5 or 5.5. So this is 83. If you use 4.5, you are in the range of 3.21 to 3.30. So you can either decide to select 3.30 and then go here 0.30 on a scale of 4.5. If you decide to use but the scale of 5, you have to go to that same area and then probably take 3.67. Then you would probably have to delete this and then write 3.67 on a scale of 5.0. It all depends on what you've decided to choose. But what if your original transcript was in the scale of maybe 10 and you probably had 9? You would go here and then assume that, okay, since there is a 100-point scale in this area, you can decide to choose between from 90 to 91, and then maybe you want to convert it a grade score of 5.0. So you can decide that, okay, I would select 91 and then I would take 4.50. You go there and then write 4.50 on a scale of 5.0. You write it there like that. But you can only fill this area after you must have confirmed your transcript CGPA or your GPA from your university. So in case you've not received any confirmation stamp on your document or your school has not approved your conversion, you cannot do it. In case your school has not approved your conversion, if you fill out that area, you must indicate that no, your school has not approved the conversion. But if your school has approved the conversion, you fill it out and then you select yes. It's very important. But do not fill it out if your school has not approved the conversion. It's very important. Make sure that your school has approved the conversion before you fill out this section. The next one is your GPA indicated on your original academic transcript. So for example, note that this is going to be your 9th grade. This is going to be your 10th grade. This is going to be your 11th grade. For those who have 12th grade, they can go ahead and indicate 12th grade. And then in this area now, you have to indicate your GPA as indicated on your original transcript. So for those who have a percentile system, they'll just simply indicate that on their 9th grade, they probably had 2 semesters. So first semester they had 84 on 100. Second semester they had 89 on 100. And then second year, 10th grade, they had 99 on 100. Second semester for their 10th grade, they had maybe on 100. And then 11th grade, they probably had 88 on 100 and 93 on 100. Number 9, choice of university and department. Remember, we are applying through embassy track, so we have to put our check sign or our tick on embassy track. If you are applying for university track, then you would put the tick on university track. You have 3 choices for embassy track, which means you have to select 3 universities. So they say choose universities only from type B. Number 1 from type B. How do you know universities from type B? Remember, I showed you how to go and find the files that contains the different universities. So we have to go and look for that file. Let's say we don't know. We can use the application guideline to know the universities that have been classified as type A and type B. So this is type A universities from Aju right down to Yonsei and then type B from Busan University of Foreign Studies right down to Yeongnam University. We will select one university from type B. Let's say we will go for Suncheon National University. We will go and write Suncheon National University. How do we know the fields of study and major? Since we are applying for natural science, remember we selected natural science from the very beginning. So we'll have to go to the folder that has the universities and look for Suncheon S. Suncheon National University. We look for the document that has available university departments. And then we look for natural sciences. These are natural science courses. So you have field of study and departments here. You have right down to bio-oriental medicine resource. Let's say, okay, we want to study animal science and technology. This one, natural science. What we'll do is we have to write field of study and department. Field of studies here will be natural sciences. And then department will be animal science and technology. And then choice 2, we have to select one from either type A or B. So remember we have type A and type B. Let's go for type A, Aju University. We'll go and write Aju University here. We still want to apply for a natural science major, so we can just go ahead and write natural science. We have to go and look for the folder that contains Aju University majors. Aju University, this is the folder, we have to open it. Okay, this is Aju University, and then let's look for natural sciences. You have their natural science courses here, beginning from mathematics right down to life science. So let's say we want to study life science. We'll go and write life science as the department. And then number 3, we have to choose one from either A or B. We go again and look, which university can we choose? Let's go for Yonsei University. We'll go and write Yonsei University. We already know we are applying for natural sciences. Which department? We have to go and look at that folder again. Yonsei University, it's the last folder. We open the available departments document. So here we have natural science majors. You have maths, physics, right down to atmospheric science. So let's say we want to study atmospheric sciences. We will go and atmospheric sciences is the department. Field of study is natural science. We've already written field of study as natural science, so we will write atmospheric sciences. Okay, it is important to note that this area where they say order, major, optional, it means you can fill it or not fill it out. But in this situation, you're trying to say that, okay, if Suncheon National University does not accept you for animal science and technology, they should probably allow you to do mathematics. So if they cannot take you for animal science, if they feel like you fulfill the conditions for mathematics, they will take you for mathematics. And then Aju University, in case Aju University does not take you for life science, maybe they can take you for chemistry. Here for Yonsei University, they have maths, physics. Maybe you can take earth system sciences. If they don't take you for atmospheric sciences, they might take you for earth system sciences. So that's how you increase your chances. In case they don't take you for one, maybe they might consider you for the other. It's very important that you fill it out this way. And remember, you must follow the instructions here. Embassy applicants can choose up to 3 different universities in any order of preference. However, choice 1 must be from type B. It's very important. Number 10 is previous visit to Korea or currently residing in Korea, if any. If you've been to Korea before, you have to give the information. So, for example, if you were in Korea maybe last year 2022, you have to give the period, like the month. Maybe you were there for a month, you might say 2022 December. Why? The purpose. Was it for tourism or Korean language? You have to indicate. For Korean language, most people go to Korea for 2 years Korean language. You might want to indicate that you were in Korea from the year 2000, from the month of August to the year 2022, the month of August. That's 2 years of studies in Korean language. You indicate Korean language. But if you were there only for a month, maybe for tourism, you would write a month. If you were there for maybe a week, you would write the year and maybe 1 week. And then you would indicate tourism, and then you indicate the area. Where did you go to? Was it Seoul? Was it Busan? Was it Incheon? What was the affiliation, like the organization? If you went for studies, you have to indicate maybe you were at Aju University or maybe any of the university, and the type of visa. If it was a tourist visa, you indicate. If it was a language visa, D4, you indicate. It's very important. But in case you've never been to Korea, you have to leave this area blank. Skip and go to the next one. Then previously received scholarship from Korean government or institution. If you had once had a scholarship to go in Korea, then you have to indicate here. But if you've never had any scholarship, you've never been to Korea, forget about that space. Then here now you have to write date. Let's say the date of today is the 16th. So you would write 2023, number 9 month, and then maybe 16th. Then you have to make sure you write your full names. Doe, John, William. And then next thing is you have to sign. Normally you would have to make sure you print out the application form before you sign. It's very important. Then the second form is the personal statement form. This is a very important document. By now you must have written your personal statement. All you need to do is paste it into this space. I'll make another video on personal statement and we will look at some of this information here. It's very important. After you must have pasted your personal statement here, copy and paste. You have to write down the date, your name, and signature. Very important. Next one is study plan. I have other videos already on personal statement and study plan on my channel. You might want to check them as well, but we will make another video for this if time permits. You equally have to go and write the date, your name, and then you would sign after printing out the form. Now, recommendation letter. It is very important that you know that for recommendation letter, you have to write your name here. You have to write your names, so your names and given names, your country of citizenship, Nigeria, and then desired degree. It's a bachelor's degree. If it's an associate degree, indicate associate degree, and then intended major, mechanical engineering. And then once you have written this information here, what you need to do now is take this section, like the section from Form 4, letter of recommendation, print it out, and then give it to your recommender. Give it to the person who is going to recommend you. You can actually forward it to the person through email. The person can like type using a computer. So the person would need to write their names, their signature, date that they kind of filled out this form, their position in your school, the name of the school, their address, school address, zip code, their email, and their phone number. If they don't have, they can provide school phone number. And it is important to note that the recommenders will be recommending you by answering the questions here. It's very important. So they can go ahead and then recommend you here by answering the questions above. Very important that they answer all of the questions above. It's very important that they answer the questions here. Once they've answered the questions, they will go ahead and write their name, signature, position held, school, email. They must make sure they write the date. They must sign. It's very important. They have indicated here, down here, that they must write the date and signature, and that recommendation letters that are not signed and dated will not be considered valid. And then they must put it in a sealed envelope and then cross the back flap, which means they must close it and then put an X on the envelope. But before doing that, they must make sure they make 3 photocopies of the original letter of recommendation and put them in 3 other separate envelopes, which means there will be 1 envelope for the original and 3 other envelopes for the other photocopies. Total 4 envelopes. It's important. That being said, let's go to the next one, which is the application agreement. It is very important that you agree to this document. They say Form 5 GKS applicant agreement. As an applicant for GKS scholarship for undergraduate, I agree to abide to the following. So you must accept all of them. By putting the check mark, you can go ahead and read it, but know that you must agree to everything. it is very important that you agree to all of the information here from 1 to 15. It's very important. Number 15 says, I understand that failure to upload any of the above statement may be grounds for termination of my scholarship offer. Very important. After that, this is basically to authorize them to verify your documents and make sure that you've not provided any fake document. After that, you can go down and then you would click on agree. It's very important. This one actually has but an image. At the end, after printing out this document, you can simply print it out and then check this box with agree. You must agree to it. It's very important. And then down here, this one is equally in the form of an image, so you can basically print out the form and then use a pen to agree. You must agree. After that, you must make sure you write the date of today. It's very important, the date that you filled out the application form. You must write your full names and then you must sign. It's very important. After that, the next one is personal medical assessment. You must agree to all of this information. First, you must indicate if you are a male or a female, and then if you have your height, you have to indicate your height. You're probably 1.33 m. If you know your kilogram, your weight, maybe you weigh 55 kilograms, input it. So for this one, you have to answer with yes or no. So you can basically copy and paste. In this case, most of the answers will be no. So have you ever had an infectious disease and that posed a risk to health, like for example TB? You say no. Do you have allergies? If you have allergies, say yes, and then explain the type of allergies. If you have hypertension, say yes. Make sure you say yes wherever it applies. If you have hepatitis, make sure you say yes. But I'm assuming we are all okay. If you have been addicted to alcohol, say yes. Wherever it applies to you, make sure you say yes and then give details here. Explain. Are you pregnant? Yes or no? Say yes. But if you're pregnant, know that you will lose a scholarship because they cannot sponsor you and your child. After you must have completed this, go down and then write the date, full name, and then signature. Very important. So guys, we've come to the end of this document. In the next video, I would go through the application guideline. We'll look at the application guideline and understand certain facts about the application guideline. That being said, make sure you subscribe if you've not yet subscribed to the channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.